Welcome back, everybody. So, we have our ritual running outside, and we're getting a lot of ores, but we don't have a lot of gold at the moment. We do have quite a few diamonds. And out here, we've got quite a bit of mana built. Well, actually, no, we don't. I guess I used up most of our mana in doing some enchanting. This got to about half full though, and you can see I'm running low on essence. I've actually refilled it a couple times and I keep running out between our magnet ritual and our lava ritual down here. So I actually have this disabled at the moment, and you can disable it, just dig down here, just by giving it a redstone signal. So I put a lever down here. See, I flip it, comes back on. See some lava in there. And I can't jump. There we go. So yeah, and you can see it's using it up, but that's taking our life points away. So for now I have it off until I go do some recharging, and I don't need it at the moment. So we got that. We've got enough for all our enchantments. Now, there is a few things I'd like to do. I'd like to get our ritual, our altar, up to tier 4. To do that, I want to put sacrifice runes here. And sacrifice runes take gold. So I think I might have enough gold now, so I could go ahead and finish it, but I think I'd be out of gold completely if I did that. So we may get to this at the end of the episode. The other thing, I have my book on me, is I've been doing a lot of wither skeleton killing, trying to get the skulls for the to summon a wither, but I haven't been having much luck with that. And we need a beacon to create our terra steel, so that we can create our portal to Alfheim. And of course, to get that beacon, we need to kill the wither. But since I can't get any skulls, I can't make any of this terra steel. And that's kind of put me slowed down quite a bit, because I would really like to get into the advanced Bloodtania stuff. So what I'm actually going to do here is gather the stuff needed, and it's a little bit cheaty because I didn't get the skulls and I don't have the beacon, but Dean's has a beacon. And getting these skeletons, our skeleton heads, have proven to be a real pain in the ass, because I have 0 skulls still. So we're going to go ahead and grab the stuff we need. We're just going to go borrow his beacon. Alright, so I'm back from Dean's. Didn't want to show his place because I haven't asked him if he wants his place shown. So I just went and I got the terra steel. And on my way through the nether to get to his place, I found a couple blaze. Even got a wither skeleton, got a bone, but no skull still. And I got a couple gas tiers, so that was a pretty nice trip. We've got 3 gas tiers now, so looking good on that, in case we need anything in the future. Hopefully we don't need more than 3. So we've got all that. Let's put our blood shard that we've gotten in here. So now that we have our terra steel ingot, we can start working on our portal to Alfheim. So we need 8 living wood in the ingot to create the core. And I should have made 2 of these. I forgot about the extra pylon. So we'll get everything built up to this point, and then I'll go make another ingot. Now, these ingots are also expensive. I also used his mana to do this. Creating terra steel takes half believe it's half. Yes, a half full mana pool nearby. So it's quite expensive on that. But if I would have had my lilies running, it would have been I would have been able to do it here if I also had the beacon. So let's go ahead and craft up everything else that we're going to need for this. And I believe we're going to need 2 more mana pools, so let's go ahead and grab that. So let's get the core. Okay. And we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of living wood. And 3 glimmering living wood. The core, the 2 mana pools, and then the pylons sit on top of them. Alright. Now the glimmering living wood, I can't actually click on it from here, but it should be in miscellaneous. Or is it part of basics? Actually, don't remember where it shows that. Probably in Pure Daisy. I'm not sure where it shows that. But you can see it in here. You should be able to see it in here. Oh, it's a shapeless. Yeah, it's just the glowstone and living wood. So we'll make 3 of those. Okay. The rest of that back. Put the rest of that back. And mana pools. Okay, so let's go put this up out here. Let's turn these into regular pools. There we go. And I'm thinking, put the portal over here. Now I'm gonna have to do some updating to this. I'm probably gonna have to add a couple more lilies, or at least get these ones running again. But we can start off with actually crafting our gateway. And I think I'm actually gonna start by deciding where I want these pools. I'm going to upgrade this, so this is going to end up with pools here, here, and here, and here. So, and I'm probably going to end up putting these potency velocity lenses on. So that's going to be a spreader here and a spreader here, and we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the furthest we can go out. I don't even know if I want to go that far, so we're going to start by putting one here. And let's see. Let's go back to the portal. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 over. And then the core is 3 diagonal from those. So I built it, didn't like the positioning, and moved it 1 over to the left. I also had to grab some more living wood. The corner pieces aren't required, just like a portal, but I think it looks nicer having the corner pieces in. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And go up. Can I reach that? There we go. And here. And there. Okay. So we've got the frame in. We have our pools where we want them, but we need the pylons to go on top, and I want to do some upgrades to this as well. So I'm going to go grab the terra steel for the pylons and get the materials to upgrade this, and I will be right back when we start to fill these pools. Alright, so now we have our pylons, and I've gotten a couple more mana pools and this mana distributor. And it's fairly simple to make. It's just a couple living rock and mana steel. And what this does is our spreader is shooting up into this mana pool. But if I take and put a distributor there, I can put 4 mana pools around it, and it will evenly distribute to all 4 of the pools. So I can save some of the mana for our enchanting, and the rest of the mana will go to this portal. So let's first drain this pool. I don't want to lose the mana we have here. And that's now sparing. And let's go ahead and fill up the band. Should only take a moment. Okay. Now this is gonna go here, so let's I need somewhere to put it. There we go. Let's put this distributor down. Distributor goes there. And let's pick up this spreader so we can put the other pool down. And that pool will go there, and we will take this spreader and just place it here for now. I might move that, but it's going to go there for now. And our other 2 spreaders, I'll eventually have to make the foci for. But for now, let's just get those facing their pools. There we go. So now those are going to slowly fill. And since these spreaders are in the corner, it'll actually take from both of these pools. And you can see it's keeping those empty because it's moving the mana into these pools. And these pylons are just going to sit right on top of it, right there. And then all we need now is to get these pools, I think about halfway full of mana, each one. And then we'll have to have a steady supply of mana, which we will just by keeping the thermal lilies on. And we'll be able to open up our portal and start getting into some of the cool stuff here for Bloodtania. So I'm going to go ahead and try and get some more gold. I used up what little gold I had to create those pylons and the extra spreaders. So we're down to 2 gold again. 3 with that piece of ore, but I'm going to need at least 10 gold in order to finish off this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. So 10 more gold, and I can finish off tier 4, and then eventually I'll replace these blank runes with more sacrifice runes. So while our mana pool fills up, I'm going to also be working on life points and getting some gold, and I will be right back. Alright guys, these pools are getting up there. They're almost halfway full, and I believe we only need about half a pool to start the portal, and then after that it'll just slowly drain mana over time, which this should be able to keep up with. So we're going to let it get a little bit more mana. I have been making more logs, more living wood here. And I'm going to need that for after the portal is open. So I figured I might as well start working on getting some more. Getting a bit of a graphic issue here. That's kind of strange. There we go. I also finished off those runes. So now we have all the runes in. And this altar is up to tier 4. It's got a capacity of 50,000 because of all the capacity runes I've got in here. And that's good, because we're going to be making our tier 4 blood orb now. And that's going to take 40,000. So we'll just place that in there. We'll let it go. And when we come back, that will have our master blood orb. And the Master Blood Orb can hold 1 million life points. So that'll be much better than the 150,000 we can hold. I have been getting more life points, but it's still constantly going down due to both the Rune of Magnetism and this, the Serenade of the Nether. That's the name of it. I always forget the name of that one. The Lava Generator. It's getting used up by those lilies. So, alright, here we go. Master Blood Orb. Bind it to us. So now we don't even have to carry the blood orb around. I just like having it for if I need it for any utility things. But I don't have to carry this one around anymore. So we can throw this one in our chemistry set and leave it there. So now that we have tier 4, we can do a bunch of upgrades. And let's come inside here. We'll go ahead and swap out these orbs. Put our tier 3 orb in the chemistry set. And the tier 2 orb can just sit in here. So we can do a whole bunch of new stuff. And what we're going to need is, first we're going to need to upgrade our diviner. And that's going to take some Dusk Inscription Tools, which is a block of coal, 2,000 life points in the altar. And the other thing it needs are demonic slates. And that's a tier 4 slate, just made from the tier 3 slate. And those are going to take 15,000 life points each. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that part real quick. And I want to get one ritual in today before we wrap up this episode. And for that, I'm also going to need more ritual stones. I do not believe this is going to be enough. So I'm also going to have to go mine obsidian. So I'm going to go get some obsidian real quick. Shouldn't take too long with this pickaxe. I want to need to wait for a nighttime to come and sacrifice mobs to get more life points in our altars. I believe we're down to 10,000 now. Yeah. So that's going to be just enough to finish off these. If you feed items in, I don't know if I said this before, but if you feed items in from like a hopper or ducks or something, it will put all the items into the altar instead of having to do it one at a time. So I just made our 2 inscription pieces. And we'll just stuff those in here for now. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more life points, get some obsidian, and then we will come back and do the ritual. We have our inscriptions and our demonic slates. Go ahead and upgrade that. So now it says can place dust runes. And we'll bind it to us. There we go. And we're going to need one other thing for this ritual. We don't need it to actually craft the ritual, but we're going to need it for what the ritual is going to do. And for that, we're going to use the Bloodtania here to take this book and quill and get a name tag. And this will be the first name tag we're going to use. Now to name it, we'll go with lamb number 1. So now that we have our name tag, let's go up here. And we can go ahead and set up the ritual. Actually, I should probably bring some ladders with me. I should have some already made in here. Yeah. I won't need that many, but I will need a few. Let's go back over here. Now, on the back end of the altar, I set it so that we can go down here. And there's actually a hatch. And I've already dug out this area down here. Because here's where we're going to place our next ritual. You can see a glass over here. You probably guessed what this name tag's going to do. And I've got an opening over that way as well. So let's place our stone down. This is the center of the altar. So let's go ahead and place the ritual to here. And these lights might get in the way, so I'm gonna break them for now. And break that one too. Okay, so now we have a ritual diviner, and we are going to look for the ritual of suffering. Well of suffering. I passed it. And there we go. Well of suffering. Now let's see if we can't get this. Uh-oh. Okay, I think we may have to lower this one more. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna lower it, and I'm gonna go ahead and get our first lamb, and then we'll come back and finish this. Okay, guys, so we got our Well of Suffering in place. I did have to dig down a level to get these bottom runes in, and then I just filled it in with some stone bricks from Chisel. And this is going to take 50,000 life points to activate. We're at 53,000, so that's cutting it pretty close. But this thing is going to be great. So now we're down to 3,000. Now, anything that comes within 32 blocks of this is going to start taking damage, except for players. Any mobs that come in here, it'll do 1 damage to them, and it'll fill the altar that we have here with 10 life points. Now, every time it does damage, it takes 2 life points from my soul network. So it's going to be draining this soul network and filling the altar. And if we put our blood orb in the altar, then the life points will just go back into the orb, so we will be making life points off of this. And it does run off of sacrifice runes, so this will boost the amount we're going to get from each time it ticks. And I've gotten our first lamb. We've got a witch. Now, the Well of Suffering will kill mobs if their health gets low. The great thing about a witch is they use regeneration and healing potions, so they will constantly heal themselves. So we're going to come over here. I'll put this water bucket down. Now she's bouncing. She's probably going to try and poison me. Yep, there she goes. Okay, she missed. Oh no, she hit me again. Okay, well, let's get her down there. Okay. Alright, let's put that block there so we can get another one later. I'm not going to go grab one right now. I'm running out of infusion power. And I know I ran out earlier. I ended up using Dean's altar to witchery stuff to get that back up. At the time, we didn't have the resources to do the infusion because you need gas tiers, and I didn't have any until recently. So let's see what we've got going on here for this altar. Okay, so we are getting 35. Yeah, looks like 35 life points each time it ticks, and you can see it's draining 2 life points each time from me. And I'm also losing points for the furnace and the lava going for the lilies. So let's get that set in there. Start getting our. Now you can see our life point total is going back up. So that's good. And we can constantly add more and more mobs in here. Let's go see that witch down here. And the more we add, the more it will go up. I should probably close in this part too. But you can see the witch is going to sit at 24, 26 health, because she's just going to sit there and constantly drink potions. So now we've got a witch as a prisoner. She's just going to sit there, and I'll close this up with dirt. She'll sit there. She's giving us life points, and that's going to be her job from now on till the end of days. So I'm probably going to want to get a couple more of those. How's our life points? Yeah, our life points are actually still slowly going down with just the 1. Getting these other sacrifice runes in will help as well. But now that we've got that, we've got a source of income for our life points. It's automatic. I don't have to sit here every night and kill mobs, and that'll be really handy. So, oh, let's go check our portal over here. This should be just about ready to start up. This will probably be the last thing we do in this episode. Yeah, that looks like enough. So let's go ahead and get this portal powered up. That is such a cool animation. And you can see it even shoots in the particles towards the core. So that did drain. It drained our pools. Actually, it didn't drain them that much at all. I thought it would drain a lot more than that. But it should be steady. Don't have to worry about it going too quickly. Now, the first thing you want to do when you get this portal is throw your book in. And it comes right back out. And you can see it doesn't look any different. And this portal is items only, by the way. People cannot go through this portal. You can see it doesn't do anything. But now that we've done that, it now says this, Ebren Garde. Greetings, we noticed that the portal is opened. And it talks about the whole, they're deciding to go ahead and do open trade with us. And you can read that on your own. That's just the message from Ebren Garde, or Elven Garde. Why did I say Ebren? I don't know. It's Elven Garde. So, you've got all these resources. We can get Dreamwood, Elementium, Pixie Dust, and Dragonstone. And then it tells you how to get it. Living Wood for Dreamwood is 1 for 1. And Mana Steel is 2 Mana Steel, gets us an Elementium. Mana Pearls for Pixie Dust. Mana Diamonds for Dragonstones. And we can get Elven Quartz for regular quartz, which is pretty cool. And now it tells us about this Ritual of the Gaia, which is a... those don't actually have to be Mana Steel and Elementium, I don't think. I think it just has to be an active beacon. But this is the boss of Bloodtania. And it requires Terra Steel for that. So we're going to get to this guy eventually, but we're going to get to a Wither first. This guy is supposed to be as tough or even harder than the Wither. So we're not going to be fighting him just yet. But we will be doing some trading here. And you can see throughout the book there is green text now. This is all the new stuff that we've learned from throwing this through the portal. Like we can make a better spreader. We can shoot paint. Some more on this? Yeah. Spark augmentation. We can augment our sparks now. So we can actually start using sparks instead of spreaders. That'll be neat. And what else we got? No new generating flora. Functional flora, there's nothing new. Natural apparatus, this will have some good stuff, like conjuring with mana. We can now create one of these conjuring catalysts. Works just like the alchemy catalyst. It's just you need some extra pieces here, the Elementium and Pixie Dust. And this will double redstone when thrown in. Double glowstone, doubles your quartz, coal, snowballs, netherrack, soulstone, or soulstone, soul sand, and gravel. Those are all pretty nice. We'll be making one of these so we can most likely to double glowstone and quartz. The rest of this stuff we already have. So there's a lot of neat stuff in here, and we're gonna get into some of this stuff possibly in the next episode, and maybe not until a couple episodes later. But I think this will be the wrapping up point here. Running out of life points. Gonna have to fix that. I should pull mobs over. Yeah, there we go. I'm getting nausea now. So I think that will wrap it up for this episode. I'm gonna get some life points going here. Get some more people in for suffering, and I will see you guys next time.